What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. That had to take me a couple of days off, man. Yeah, whoo-wee. I know people like, man, where Tune at? I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. But it had to take me a few days off. I was tired. Y'all. Anyway, now I'm back. So you can look at the title and kind of tell what this is about, man. And this is, man, you know what? This is a trip. Because, oh, man. This place was a trip. This took place in a prison called Limestone. Limestone is in Alabama. It's the biggest prison in Alabama. It got one, two, three. It got like three, it's like three prisons in one. Huge prison, very big prison, very, very big prison, especially for Alabama standards. Okay, this here was the prison where they held all the documented AIDS patients. Anybody that came through the Alabama system that was diagnosed with AIDS, they had to do their time here. I went to that prison the first time in, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first time I went there, I know it was in 2013. No, 10, no, 11, 12. Okay, the first, I went back in 15. Might have been 14. I'm thinking. If I can remember right, it might have been 14. I know I'm pretty much, I might be wrong on that one. But it was 13, 14, it was 12, 13, or 14. One of those. But anyway, I would sit there, boom. When I got there, I told y'all the story. Now, y'all heard this story before, to where when I told y'all when I got there, they didn't want me living on the side, on the main population side, because the side I lived on, you know, you had one building, two big blocks, boom. That's where they kept all the AIDS patients at, in that building. Then it was fenced off. It had a big fence around it, chain link fence. Well, I mean, you know, if somebody was over there you want to talk to, you could walk up and, like, you know, hold on to the fence and, like, just stand there and talk. Then you had two other buildings, which were regular buildings, just, you know, some regular people. The administration, I had jumped on a dude on the other side when I first got there. I wasn't in this prison 2 days, and I went over there. I told you about it. I went and I jumped on the dude who lived on this because he was in another prison with me, and he was a girl. He was an undercover girl, and we couldn't get him when we was in the other prison. So when I got to this prison, I was walking through the gate one my second day there, and I seen him. I'm like, hold up. That's such and such. So I go back to the block I was in. They like, yeah, that dude, he's still over there. I said, man, I'm finna go get him, you know. So me and another one of the lokes, we went over there and, you know, went through a whole rigmarole. But anyway, they told on me. The captain at the time was a female. She didn't want to lock me up because she asked me straight up. She said, listen, did you go over there and slap this dude? I'm like, yeah. Because in my mind, I'm figuring, hey, man, I'm finna go to jail anyway. I'm finna go to lockup. So, I did that. She said, she asked me, she said, why did you do it? The why and the ifs and the all this and that, bump all that. I did it. Whatever you gonna do, you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's about basically how that went. So she said, look, she called the dude up there, and the dude like, yeah, he did this, yeah, woo. She said, listen, she sent him back. But now, this was a female that didn't like weak people. She didn't like weak dudes. She respected strength. You know what I'm saying? She respected the riders, you know? And she kind of let me know. She said, look, I'm not going to lock you up. I'm not going to lock you up. But look, you can't come over here no more. So to make a long story short on that subject, on that story, they put my picture up. Believe it or not, this ain't no lie, man. Hey, They put my picture up in the shift office. They put my picture up at the crossover gate, and they put my picture up at the canteen store gate. And police were let known to, hey, don't let me through. And if I'm ever caught on that side of the prison, to just immediately just lock me up. So bang, they wouldn't let me go through. They wouldn't let me go through. So I was on that side. So, I'm like, okay. That's when I found out, I'm like, all the AIDS patients are back there. Now, of course, the majority of people that stayed back there in those units were homosexuals. A couple of regular dudes that, got, had it. And boom, they was there. So, it had nothing to do with me. So boom, so now I'm learning how they put them over here and they can't let them out. They can't go over there. But now I will admit, the gate sometimes was left open and they were able to come out the gate and come and walk around and just, mingle around on that side of the prison. I got some partners right now that's out here in the streets in Birmingham that was back there in that unit. You feel what I'm saying? And I've seen a couple of dudes, hand in hand with women and all that. Boom. And when I see them, oh, what's up, man? Too, when you get out, I'll tell you, we talk. Boom. So, they go their way, I go mine. And I wondered in my mind, I said, man, I wonder if that girl know that, he got that thing. That he got that thing. Or I wonder if that girl know when he was on the other side of that wall, he was one of them things, one of them things, I don't know. But now my thing is, I don't get it at, since I've been out of prison, man, I've seen so many dudes that's out here live in this world, living it, regular tough guy life. And, they, when they, out here in the streets, they Bernard. And, wondering, dang, do people know when they was over there, they wasn't Bernard, they was Beatrice. Hey, I don't get into it. I ain't gonna bust nobody out. That ain't my business. You do what you do. As long as you ain't messing with none of my family members, I ain't tripping, But anyway, I would see some strange stuff, man. I done seen it all. Look, you gotta look, man. When we would come out and go to the iron pile, the iron pile sit like right here on the edge. You can see. Oh man. You can see any and everybody, this whole side of the prison is open. So we would be out there lifting weights, doing whatever we doing, man. And I would see so many dudes come from the other side of the prison to this side just to talk to the girls, to the homosexuals. They be hanging out at the gate. They bringing cookies, soups, cakes, candies. They bringing everything they can bring over there to these Sagoonies, to the prison girls, looking out for them. I done seen dudes get into fights at the gate behind these cats, like some real lovers quarrel type get down. I done seen dudes come over there and get into fights with the prison girls, lovers quarrel type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see this stuff. Like, man, listen, man. There's no way on the planet I'm finna get in a fight with nobody that slept on the other side of that gate. What? Man, I'm not finna fight now. One of y'all. Hey, you can call me what you want to. Call me scary. Call me whatever. I wasn't finna. No, man. What if they decide to bite you? Woo! Or if they know they finna fight you, and some of them fools had long fingernails. If they cut themselves and put their blood up under their fingernails, and here it is, you call yourself finna knuckle up, get the one, and they come out like Saber Wolf off one of them video games. You know what I'm saying? Scratch you up with that ooh wow ooh up under their nails. Man, I wasn't taking no chance. You know what I'm saying? I see them walk around all that. I want to go on the other side of the prison so bad because that's where all the it was Crips and all that on the side I was on, but they was able to get up in the morning, and they go through the gate over there by the chapel, by the store, through the shift office, all that. They, so now me and a couple of more fellas, we just stuck on this side over here, looking stupid. I had my one partner, man, that we couldn't wait to get transferred. Because they was telling us, be cool, we gonna transfer you. Me and a blood dude, a little short fat dude named Big Stud out of Mobile, Alabama. Big Stud. Now, they were scared to death of Big Stud. They were scared of me on the physical violence tip. They were scared of Big Stud because he was a scoring machine. I'm talking about, man, this boy slinging dope, he gonna get it in. You ain't got to do nothing but just give him access to one of them police ears, and he finna put something good in the ear. He finna scope. He finna do his thing. Stud was a cool dude, man. He's strong too. We used to lift weights together and all that, kicking it. So we were just over there buying our time. They told us, give us 6 months without no problems, and we gonna ship y'all. Now, we gave them 6 months. Me and Stud got shipped on the same day. On the same day. But anyway, before all that took place, man, back to some of the stuff that I was seeing. Now, listen to me, young dudes, especially you youngsters that's out here in Birmingham, Alabama, or in Alabama, period, that's listening to me. I don't know if people done fooled you to make you think that prison is some type of glorious get down, or had got you thinking, man, if you catch time, you just gonna go in there and do your little time and come on out. It ain't no hazards, hills, mountains, and lakes to get past. Like it ain't no type of dangers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no warning signs up in there. Oh, it's a whole lot of that up in there, homie. And not just some of the other stuff I was telling you about, like the physical violence, stabbing and all that. You got to watch out for some of everything. Boom. Like what I'm finna tell you about now. Them boys. Man, listen. I done seen some of the wildest stuff. I done seen dudes come over. I done seen dudes at the gate crying because one of these little boys done told them they don't want to be with them no more. I'm talking about they hanging on the gate, pleading and begging, please, man, I love you. Man, please. Oh. And I'm talking about, man, boom. From that all the way to dudes standing at the gate, not caring if the police seen, not tripping on who watching. I done seen dudes at the chain link fence with their whole groin area pushed through the gate, getting some top. Like, man, what the? My partner I walk with, he like, hey, man, shoot, that's, hey. I'm like, man, what the? Dude like, hey, man, shoot. I'm like, don't them dudes know that all them fools infected? He said, man, them fools don't care. Not, and only that, I done, man, seen dudes with the boy backed up, bent over, pushed up against the gate, and old boy holding on the gate, through the gate. I'm like, man, these fools don't care nothing about nothing. Don't they know they playing with their life? Don't care. Didn't care. Man, listen, what we had to do, the weight bench would face that way. The weight bench was facing that way toward the gate. So me and one of my partners, we took the weight bench and we picked it up. We turned the whole weight bench where when you go down to do your set, or when you just sitting up on the end of the bench, you facing the block we lived in. You really didn't want to face back that way too much because you never know what was going down. You never knew, man. You never knew. You just never knew. Man, listen, time goes on, time goes on, time goes on. Like I told you, I end up doing my 6 months. And got transferred. Was finna get transferred. But man, listen, that ain't even half. That's just half the story on this one. Cause man, things got real wild. Things got real wild. And I'm finna tell y'all about how wild it got. But now you're gonna have to catch that in part 2.